Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing I'm going to be doing a review and also a tutorial on the eye look that I am wearing on the new Colourpop I Think I Love You Pressed Powder Shadow Palette, and it's the newest palette that Colourpop recently has launched. Yeah, if you want to see a review and also a tutorial on the look that I am wearing, just keep on watching and please subscribe if you haven't already. I do upload 2 times a week on Mondays and Thursdays, so let's just jump right in. So here is the packaging on the I Think I Love You palette. It's super pretty, a very beautiful packaging. It doesn't feel cheap at all, kind of like the Yes Please palette packaging was kind of cardboard, like it was really cheap. It was not as nice as material as this one is. So this is a pressed powder shadow palette. You get 12.03 ounce. On the back, it does also come with the shade names, the name of the palette, where it's distributed, and they are also cruelty free. And if you are wondering what the palette looks like, it looks like this. So beautiful, bronzy, like rose gold packaging. So, and then in the back of the palette, you also do get the shadow names. Mine's actually a little crooked now that I'm looking at it, but it's all good. I don't really care about that. But now let's see the inside, or let me show you the inside. And this is what the inside looks like. Beautiful fall palette. You get lots of browns, you get a gold. Here is the inside. So stunning, right? I just love the packaging on this palette. It does not feel cheap at all. It has some weight to it. It's just a perfect fall palette. Again, lots of brown shades in this palette. I did want to compare it to the Yes Please palette. It's exactly the same and they're just different shades. The Yes Please is pretty much mostly matte shades, whereas the bottom one with the I Think I Love You palette has actually more metallic shades than the Yes Please. The Yes Please has 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matte shades and 2, 3, 4 metallic shades, whereas the I Think I Love You palette actually only has 4 matte shades, matte-ish shades, and then the rest are all metallic shades. So this was the first time I've used this palette, and once I was using it, I don't know if you guys can tell, but the shade called Level Up, this one right here, it's pretty chunky. Like, I find that these ones are chunkier, but I did find that this palette was chunkier than the Yes Please palette, because I have used the gold metallic shade in the Yes Please. I don't remember it being as chunky as this metallic is, so I did find that that shade was chunkier as I was applying it on my eyelids. I'm not sure about the other shades. Just wanted to keep in mind that it was chunkier and it might be a little harder to work with, because I did see when I packed my brush, trying to pack my brush to pack it onto my lid, it was like a little chunkier. I just noticed it was chunkier. Just want to let you guys know that. But I'm going to go ahead and do some swatches. So the first shadow is called Bitter Better, and it's described as a metallic soft gold. And yeah, just watching this one, it does just feel chunkier. But this is what that shade looks like. Next up is Bel Air, and that shade is described as a matte cool taupe. This is like a perfect transition shade. Next up is called Fancy Face, and it's described as a metallic bright red copper. Ooh, this one's really pretty. And lastly, in the first row is called Girls Bite, and it's a metallic golden bronze. Kind of an awkward spot for me to swatch. But this is the first row. The next shade in the palette is called Howdy, and it's a metallic red bronze. These are like all very pigmented. I did not have any troubles with pigmentation as I was applying my eye look. Next up is called Rowdy, and it's described as a matte warm ivory. This is a perfect like setting your eyeshadow base and also your brow bone highlight. This next shade is called My Tree, and it's a metallic champagne ivory, and this is stunning. Yeah, these are so buttery, but they do feel a little like chunkier. They're not super smooth. They are metallic, so maybe that's why, but it's so beautiful. Lastly, from the second row is the shade that I used on my eyelids, and it's called Level Up, and it's described as a metallic bright penny copper, and definitely reminds me of a copper penny. Penny copper. It's right there, the last one. Shade. The first shade of the last row is called Screw It, and it's a metallic soft rose gold shade. This is stunning. So beautiful. Next up is called Let's Do It, and it's a matte true black. They actually just launched this one as a single, now that I think about it, because I remember I was looking at the singles, and it was a matte black, and I recall it being called Let's Do It. And it's actually really pigmented as well. I did find that I had to use a little bit to smoke out my outer corners. Just a little bit goes a very long way with this shadow. But here's the black shade. Next up is Rule Breaker, and that's described as a metallic bright yellow gold. This one feels chunkier, just like that penny colored shade. Still gorgeous, so metallic-y. I think that's why that they're chunkier, just because they're very metallic. I feel like they're ultra metallic. And the last shade in the bottom row is called My Type, and it's a matte deep saddle brown. This palette does retail for $16 if you're interested. I really like this palette. The Yes Please palette is actually one of my favorite palettes to travel with since I picked it up. And I just like the size of this. I love that it's like a hard cardboard, you know, packaging. It's really sturdy. It's not gonna like bend or break on you. Perfect for traveling. $16 will not make you break the bank. And again, you get 12 shades. They're all super pigmented. I would recommend you doing your eye makeup first, just so you don't get fallout on your face. I did find that they were a little powdery, but I'll show you guys. Like, I'm just gonna kind of, I might have went too much, but look at the cream shade, how it's all powdery. Did you guys see that? Yeah, so a little bit goes definitely a long way. So don't really go ham with these. Again, a little bit goes a long way. Do I recommend this palette? Yes. If you are into browns, definitely. Again, great fall palette. So that is what I think about this palette. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you are interested in seeing the tutorial for this eye look that I'm wearing, just keep on watching. And again, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. So let's just jump right into the tutorial. So I did prime my eyelids with this Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and I also did set it with the cream shade in the palette, which is called Rowdy. Next up, I'm taking the shade Bel Air, and I'm just going to be starting my transition shade in my crease for my eye look. Next up, I'm going to be taking the shade called My Type, and I'm also going to be applying that shade in my crease just to define it a little more. On my lids, I'm going to be taking the shade called Level Up, and I'm just going to be taking a flat shader brush just to pack it onto the lids, and then you can just pack it as much how vibrant you want the shadow to be on the lids. And now to deepen up the outer corners, I'm going to be taking the black shade in the palette, which is called Let's Do It, and just taking a really precise shader brush just to really pack on the black shade on my outer corners. I'm going to be taking the Eye Candy Liquid Sugar and also the Eye Candy Glitter in the shade Taffy. And I'm just going to be taking a really precise liner brush, and I'm just going to be applying it in my crease, just like half on my crease to have some glitter and make this look pop a little bit. I'm going to be creating a wing liner for this look, so I'm just going to be taking this NYX matte liquid liner and just creating my liner. You can create a wing liner, you can take any liner you wish. I'm going to be applying my mascara and lashes off of camera, so I'm going to be taking the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, and then I'm going to be taking the Pure 3D Silk Lashes in the style Bombshell. I'm going to be tight lining, and I'm going to be taking the L'Oreal Smoldering Voluminous Pencil in Blackest Black. I'm going to go back with Let's Do It, and I'm just going to be precisely adding it really close to my waterline. And then I'm going to be taking a shader brush and blending out any harsh lines that I may have and really smoke out this look. I'm going to be going in with the shade My Type and really diffuse the lower lash line, just making sure I don't have any harsh lines again, and just blending my little heart out. The last shade I'm going to be taking in this palette is called My Treat, and I'm just going to be applying it in my inner corners with a pencil brush just to open up the eye look. I'm just going to finish off this look with a few coats of mascara to my lower lashes. If you're wondering what's on my lips, it is LAX by Colourpop. It's an ultra matte lip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.